button. This will be recorded, so you're able to watch it after the fact. We'll put it on the CCAR Now on Demand recorded webinars link, and that is actually on our CCAR website at the top right-hand corner. Click on CCAR Now, and then you'll be able to see other recorded webinars there as well. Well, on one event that I want to remind you about, we have our CCAR Fall Conference and Expo coming up on October 24th at the Marriott at Grand Dunes. So we look forward to seeing you there. We have 70 plus affiliate and annual partners in our expo. And we have Sean Carpenter talking about 20 acres. Your next listing could be right in your backyard. And doing our keynote presentation, as well as having some staff from SCR, our Chief Advocacy Officer, Lindsay Jackson, as well as Austin Smallwood, Esquire, who is the Legal Affairs and Public Policy person at SCR, talking about regulatory and legislative updates. So this is always great information for you guys to make sure you're right on the cutting edge of what is going on with our legislative process, which is extremely important to realtors as we do business day to day. So you guys, thanks for being with us again, and we will go ahead and kick it over to Mark to take over for us today.
Awesome. Thank you. Good morning, everybody. So good to see you. Beth, I saw your comment, add you to the property management list. Yeah, we've done quite a few property management webinars, so we'll get you added to that. So I see some new faces. Welcome, friends. My name is Mark Saunders. If we have not met before, I am a realtor out of North Carolina, just above y'all. Come to Myrtle Beach all the time for vacation. Grew up down there during the summers. And I have a real estate, actually I have a couple real estate companies in North Carolina out of Winston-Salem. My background is property management, but I had a property management company. I have a sales company. I sold my property management company recently to a tech startup out of California. It was very interesting how that all went down. And I have now started an HOA management company. You talk about a lot of fun, do some HOA management. I can talk you out of that real fast. But I am also kind of the tech guy of North Carolina. I teach, I started teaching back in 2012. Doing very basic stuff like zip forms and DocuSign, how to use zip forms and DocuSign in your business. And I've been blessed that has snowballed. Now I teach a lot on Google. I'm kind of the Google guy, a lot on Android, because everybody knows Android phones are much better than iPhone, right? And so, yeah, I make half the class mad right off the bat. So you like that? So, yeah, Android fan. And I have been studying and using AI now for about a year. And I will tell you, the stuff you can do with AI is kind of mind-blowing. I relate this, and a lot of people are scared of AI, and I totally get it. Raise your hand if you're a little nervous about all this AI stuff. Okay, some of the, yeah, and you might be a little scared after today when I show you some of the stuff you can do with this, but it is a tool that you can use in your business. I relate this back, and I might show my age a little bit, but I remember back in the mid-90s when Netscape came out. Who remembers Netscape? All the young agents are like, what in the world are you talking about? What was so big about Netscape was it made the internet usable for the average person. You didn't have to use code. You didn't have to HTML and use this whole other language. You were able to talk to it just like a normal person, and you were able to use the internet. And that's what blew up the internet. When the masses could start using it, it took off. Now, Netscape, for example, didn't last too long. It actually got bought out by AOL, and then it went away. You can't even find Netscape anymore. Do I think we're going to see the exact same thing with AI? Yes, I do. Some of the tools that we see now might not be around in 3 or 4 years, and that's okay. But the deal with Netscape, if you could figure out how to use the web browser Netscape, guess what? You were set to use the internet going forward. Because as it went away, new tools came, but they kind of work the same way. And I feel like AI is that way. AI is bringing the masses to computer programming and all these tools and everything, like I'm getting ready to show you. I'm curious, is anybody here using AI in their business? I talked with, it was Beth earlier. So I'm curious, unmute. You can unmute during the class. We can talk. How are you using AI in your business? I'm going to get you talking right off the bat here.
You're going to make me figure out how to use this computer.
Yeah, yeah. You got to unmute.
We use it. We've been using List Assist, which is a form of AI
Mm-hmm.
And it takes the pictures that we upload in about a house and just very basic information, and will write a nice description to put in the MLS. Of course, you do have to peruse it to make sure you're not violating anything,
Yep.
and
Yep.
to remove your name and phone number, which will automatically populate in there.
MLS rules there.
That's it. And we've
Yep.
also been experimenting and learning Chat GPT, which
Nice.
is also another great little
Perfect.
tool.
Perfect. Derek, I saw you unmute. How are you using it in your business?
Similarly, I use it for listing descriptions, meta tags, things like that for website building,
Nice.
general posts, Instagram, Facebook.
Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah.
We're going to try to put some of that on steroids today with some new ideas and tips. How else? Kelly, did you unmute? Did you? Go ahead. Uh-oh, I don't think your mic's working. You're unmuted, but we can't hear you. So that's okay. So anyway, so I have been looking at this for over a year, been talking with other brokers about it, and I've actually put together a full course on AI. So write this down if you're interested towards the end. There's a code that you can use for the full. I've got over a 4-hour long AI course that's now available. The code is CCAR. That's a promo code. We'll talk about that because we're going to touch on some of the topics today. I can't dive deep on a lot of this, but we're going to talk about different ways, and I will apologize up front. I am probably getting ready to overload you, okay? And that's okay. I want you to have 1 or 2 takeaways from the class today. I teach all of my classes like if I was sitting in your shoes, and nothing makes me madder to sit in a 1 hour or a 4-hour CE. And one, I think, does this person even do real estate? And 2, I get no takeaways. All right. So I will overload you in today's class. So let me share my screen. We're going to jump through some of the tools that I'm using, some of the things that I'm using every day in my business. And then we're going to talk about different ways you can use AI in your personal life and your business as well. Give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen here. Can you see this? So this is my full course. It's called AI for Real Estate Agents. I will actually put the link to my school, my online school, in the chat box. You can check that out. We'll talk about it throughout today's class. But there it goes. So the thing with AI, and this course goes into a bunch of different modules, and the way I kind of structure this is I like when I teach new technology to break it down into sections. So this is the main overview of my course and kind of what we're going to talk about today. We're going to hit on all 3 of these. And the way I look at it, and the way we use any kind of technology is, 1, it should improve your work and it should improve your life, okay? We are really bad, myself included, with work-life balance in real estate. I think all agents are. We answer the phone way too late. I always say I'm like the dog from the movie Up. You remember the movie Up from Disney? Doug the dog that's like squirrel, and then he's gone to another. That's like me in business. So this is why I look up one day with all of a sudden 3 companies and all kinds of things, because I come up with ideas and think about stuff all the time. Work-life balance can be a problem. So stage 1 of using AI, and the way I'm going to break it down for y'all today, 1, let's use AI for a work-life balance. Let's use it to make our personal life easier as well, okay? Because it's so funny. If you study about technology, 30, 40 years ago, they were predicting that by the time now with technology, we would only have to work 3 to 4 hours a week, and then the technology would help us become so more efficient. That didn't quite work out that way, did it? We get more efficient just to jam more into our workday, and that's kind of sad. I'm bad at that. So think about AI is going to make you a lot more efficient. You're going to be doing things much faster than you have before. Think about it, though. Use that time for you instead of jamming more into it. So work-life balance. I'm going to show you how you can use that. Number 2, we're going to talk about systems, because I'm a huge fan of systems. When I started my property management company in 2015, I started with 30 properties that we were managing. And I came across a great book called The E-Myth. If you've never read it, you should read it. E-Myth. And it talks about systems in business. All great companies and businesses have great systems. Think about McDonald's. We don't go to McDonald's because they're great cheeseburgers, do we? We go because we know what we're going to get. And that can be in Japan, New York, Myrtle Beach, you name it. It all comes to systems. So the deal with systems, they're going to help you achieve a good work-life balance. And then once you have some systems in place, we're going to talk about marketing, Okay. How can you use AI to help your marketing, content marketing? Like Derek said, social media posts, making videos. I can, if we have time, or I'm happy to stay afterwards because I'm going to overload you, I can show you how to use Canva and make 20 to 30 YouTube shorts and under 10 to 20 minutes. So you could have a YouTube short for every day of the month using Canva and ChatGPT and just set it and kind of forget it kind of thing. So if you're interested in that, I'll try to get there and show it to you. So here's the cool thing. These are all connected. Okay. So once you have your systems in place, now you can start doing your marketing. Here's the problem. You skip step 2 and start doing marketing, you're going to be overloaded because you're going to have leads coming in, businesses going everywhere. You won't have a flow for it. Do this in this order. And then when marketing starts, that helps you grow, which grows your systems, which then in turn improves your work-life balance. Does that make sense? So this is kind of how I break everything down and how I look at it. Let me show you a couple different things before we jump in, because I'm actually going to go into ChatGPT and I'm going to show you some ways that I'm using it for all of these methods. But the cool thing right now are the tools that are coming out with AI. This is no lie. I can't tell you what this class is going to look like in 3 months because things are changing so quick. And so let me show you some of my favorite tools that I'm using. Who could use a new headshot in their business? Okay, I see. But check this tool out that I came across. And I've actually got some links. Some of them are affiliate links. Some of them get you discounts on it as well. So I needed a new headshot. My one of my employees said, Mark, that headshot's been around for a while. You need to get some new ones. So I came across Secta Labs, secta.ai. I actually have a link that I'll give you in just a second. So what you do with this, you upload 20 to 25 normal pictures, like selfies. And what it does through AI is it will generate a professional looking headshot for you. All right, here's mine. You want to see how mine turned out? Headshots, headshots. The funny thing is, I don't even own those clothes. I don't own that shirt. I don't even know where that picture was taken. So I uploaded all the pictures. These are all the different ones. Some of them are really, really good. And you can, so I've got now, I've got over 200 headshots here, which is ridiculous. I never will need any of this stuff, all of that. These are just my saved ones. If I go to my photo shoot, here we go. I have no clue where that's at. Some of them are bad, and you just delete them that they're bad. You'll see some bad ones. I have no idea where the shirt came from or anything like that. This is the one that I went with. So if I turn my camera off, that's the headshot you see basically now that's going out in my business and everything. Headshots, 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 like crazy. I've got more than I ever need to do. You can download them. Here's a link I'll give you if you're interested. I think this runs you about $45 now for about 50 headshots. Okay. Absolutely crazy. Jen, what do you think? I see you grinning up there. Pretty neat how you can do the headshot. Some of this stuff's mind blowing, y'all, and it is kind of creepy. So there is the link for this. Upload your pictures, generate your headshot. And the crazy thing is, if you say, hey, I like this picture, this headshot, I want to re-edit it. You just drag it over here. What would you like to do? I can change the clothes. I can make it more formal. I can change the background. Let's just expand this out a little bit because it's a little too zoomed in. And then you hit generate. And guess what? Here in about a minute or two, I'll have 4 new headshots based off that with a different take on it. Pretty neat. So that's one of the cool tools. Here's one that I really like. And I'll give you the link for this one as well. Copy it. There we go. This one's called Audio Pen. So when I first saw this one, I'm like, this could be really cool for me. So I have a problem writing stuff. Kind of funny that I've written multiple courses now for the North Carolina Real Estate Commission and have written some books and everything. But I have a problem writing. I used to wait till the summer for all my books because I could hire English teachers to fix it all while they're on summer break, and they work pretty cheap. But with Audio Pen now, what I can do with this, I can click the mouse button or the microphone button, and you just talk to it like you normally would. And through AI, with under a minute, it will completely rewrite whatever you say to it. And it will fix the grammar. It will fix all of that. Let me give you an example. Let's see if I can do my microphone on here too. let's pretend we're doing a blog post or an email. Let's do an email, okay? So I'm going to hit resume. Hey, this is Mark. I'm the listing agent for 123 Main Street. I've noticed that we have not received your earnest money check for the property that I have listed. I've sent you 5 emails to send me the earnest money, and you have not sent it yet. Can you please do your buyer a favor and send us the earnest money before this offer is terminated? I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you, Mark Saunders. We're going to hit stop. Now we get to choose. How would we like to redo this? I want it to be a casual email. I want it to be a formal. It can be a memo, just simple and clear. Make a list, whatever I wanted to do, text to a friend. And I want to change the rewriting style to hi. And let's make it a formal email because I want it to sound official. Because in that email, I'm kind of getting on to the agent, right? Formal email. And just like that, it is uploading, transcribing. It will fix all the grammar issues. And now it's rewriting the email. And I'll give you a funny example of how I used this just last week. Rewrites it, and probably another 10, 15 seconds, the whole thing will be ready. Now I can just paste it directly into my email account. Okay, there we go. Urgent, submit earnest money now. There we go. Right, there's the subject. I hope this email finds you well. My name is Mark Saunders, the listing agent for property 123 Main Street. I'm writing to express my concern regarding the earnest money. They made me a little nicer, didn't it? So despite sending 5 previous emails requesting submission of earnest money, it appears that we have not received it yet. And so there we go. So it rewrote this whole email, made me more professional. I can copy it, paste it directly into an email, and send it out. So now, I'll be honest with you, if I got some ideas floating around in my head driving in to work, I can just hit the microphone on my phone using this app and just talk to it, and boom, instantly it's done. I can send it out and do whatever, social media posts, newsletters, you name it. What do you think of that? Pretty neat? So it's getting to the point where we don't really even have to talk anymore to things. One of my favorite things is trying out new stuff. Has anybody ever heard of AppSumo by any chance? AppSumo. So this is a website. If you're more tech savvy and you like trying out new things, this is a site that you can go to. That this is new startup companies that are needing funding or trying to get started. They will come to AppSumo. AppSumo will say, hey, we'll promote you to our members and help you get funding. And on the flip side, our members get substantial discounts. I show you this because there's so many new AI tools that are coming out every day. This allows you to get them at a substantial discount. For example, Content Groove. This is a new one that I'm trying out. Content Groove is normally a monthly subscription. What this does is this allows you to take a long video, say 4, 5, 6 minutes, upload it into Content Groove, and then it will go through and edit it, the chunks of the video that's most important, and redo it. So now you can take one long video and you've got like 7 or 8 short clips that you can share out everywhere instead of having to go in. I think Derek likes that. So the way you can cut that up and everything and send it out. The cool thing is it's a one-time fee of $49. You get into a life membership with it. So as it grows and takes off, they're going to change their plans. You're locked in at $49. So I show you this because there are so many new AI tools coming out every day. If you want to experiment and play for stuff at a pretty low cost, this is kind of the way to do that. And I'll show you one. This is a brand new thing. I just learned how to do it this week. I've learned how to make chatbots that you can put on websites. One of the ones that I've used is right here off ChatNode AI. This is a little more advanced. Okay. So this is a chatbot. And what this allows you to do is put a chatbot on any website. Very, very easy. And I'll show you, for example, this is the one that I've played with. This is my HOA management. So you can teach it. And it took me less than 20 minutes to build this robot on here using this tool. And you upload your data to it. So it can actually go in and just scrape your website and learn information about your business. And then it's ready to go. So now I call it Mike. So I designed this. I'm Mike, the support bot for Saunders HOA. And you can put, anybody can type in anything. So like, what are your hours? Your business hours. Okay. And instead of having to call us and ask us this stuff, you can just ask questions and the chat bot will pretty much answer it spot on every time. Our business hours are Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. And so I do HOAs. The HOA document, this is a brand new thing. People don't even know this is out here yet. I wanted to test how well these things are. So I built this robot just for this association. And I uploaded all the rules and regulations and HOA documents that nobody can really understand. Now my bot knows all that stuff. So Westminster Place, what are the parking rules here? Enter. And so now the robot is scanning through all the documents specifically for that HOA. And just like that, right there are all the rules specifically for that neighborhood. Okay, pretty neat, big time saver. I was talking HOA associations could do this for basic information on their website. Like, when is my ethics due? Should I take CE and all of this stuff? So these are just some tools that I'm showing you that are coming out now that you can try and experiment. Could you see using this on your sales website? Yeah. What is an earnest money? What is an inspection period? Why do I need to work with somebody? And these bots can basically answer it and take that off of you. So that's more kind of the advanced stuff. Let's get into some basics here, okay? Because I want to throw out some advanced stuff for people that already understand the concept, and just to give you an example of some of the tools that are coming out. So let me show you. Let's talk about, if we look at our workflow, work-life balance, okay? ChatGPT, great tool. Google Bard basically can do the same thing. I think in the long run, Google's probably going to end up winning out of all of this battle because they have the money and they have everything's already connected. ChatGPT has been very popular. So let's start. How can we use AI to help us in our personal life? And I've played around with this a lot. And this is some things that I use. And I just want to brainstorm and kind of throw it out here and get your thoughts on it. I'm always trying to eat better, try to eat more healthy, right? So how about this? Let's see if our robot can help us with this. I'm trying to eat better every week. Can you create me a 5-day meal plan that is high in protein and low in carbs? ? Okay, see? Enter. Let's see what comes up with. And just like that, this is the free version I'm showing y'all. Here is a 5-day meal plan. Okay. Breakfast, lunch, and everything. Remember to drink plenty of water. So day 1, scrambled eggs, spinach, tomatoes, Greek yogurt, grilled chicken, almonds, and you can break it down. And you can say, that's really good. Can you make sure it's under 2,000 calories a day? ? There we go. Always be nice to your AI because they might take over the world one day. And I'm really hoping it will remember me being nice to it. So there you go. Now it's revised it to where we're under 2,000 calories a day. So in under 1 minute, we just created our meal plan. But can we get more efficient with it? Yeah, let's do this. That looks really good. Can you create me a shopping list, but sort it by location in the grocery store so it's really easy to use? ? All right. So now there's our shopping list for our meal plan that we just put together. Okay. Now let's see if we can make it even easier. That's good, but can you put it in a table format with check boxes so when I go to the grocery store, I can check them off? All right. So anytime you get data, it actually put it into a code that we can put into our website. That probably went a little too far. But you can put it together in just a table format. Table. Let's see if we can fix that. That looks good, but I need it in just a text table. Sometimes it apologizes if it gets it wrong. Okay. This might be, so you can copy it, paste it. Now you got the check boxes and everything. So now we built a shopping list. Now, what I would do is I would jump on my Walmart to go app and just upload this directly to it. And then it's at my doorstep within an hour or two. Okay. Who thinks that's pretty cool? Pretty neat trick there. Okay. Use it for your personal life. Okay. So now we're doing our shopping list. Well, heck, let's really get healthy. Okay. I also need to start working out more. Can you put together a 5-day workout plan for me? ? Here we go. And just like that, there's our full workout plan. Okay. Day 2's cardio, day 3. Keep in mind, everything that I'm doing right now is the free version of it. Okay. All right. Let's see if it can fix our table again. That's really good. Can you put it in a table format? Okay. Warm up. It's breaking it all down and all of that. So not sure why it's doing a code on this one, but anyway, you can tell it table format, it'll do spreadsheet, and then you can just copy and paste it wherever you need it to go. Are you seeing how you can use this in your personal life to kind of streamline some stuff? What's your thoughts on that? Questions, comments? Okay, pretty cool. Feel free to leave stuff in the chat box below. So let's just see here. I'm curious. We're going to travel. So I'm going to Savannah for our state conference soon. I'm going to Savannah next week. Can you make me a list of the top 3 restaurants I need to eat at? Also, what are some locations I should stop by? Forgot to click on the box. That was my fault. I'm going to Savannah, Georgia next week. Can you make me a list of the top restaurants I need to try? Also, what are some things I need to stop by and see? Never thought of using it about everyday things. Great. Oh, there's my restaurant. So now it's my travel agent, right? So it's our meal person, our workout trainer. Now it's our travel agent. So the things we need to check out. Okay, so watch this. You can even you can just take it deeper every time. That sounds like a lot of fun. I'm going to be in Savannah from Sunday to Wednesday. Can you plan this out to make the most use of my time? Question mark. I thought that just talking to it's easier than typing it all up. But now I'm going to have it go in and just time block for me, giving me the arrival times, where I should be having for lunch. Is this not crazy? So we've now been in this for less than, what have I been in, 10, 15 minutes? We've already done our meal plan and our workouts, and now we've just planned out our whole travel. Okay. All right. So that's the Savannah. Questions? Can you hopefully start thinking about other ways you can use this in your personal life? What do you think? Thoughts, comments? I'm definitely using this for my Italy trip. Go ahead.
Scary, and I can see it being used with my RV for bridge heights too, on routes.
Mm-hmm. Yep. This stuff is getting better. So, all right. So if we go back to our chart, work-life balance. So we just used AI to streamline. You could plan out your whole week now in probably less than 20 or 30 minutes. Meal plan, everything. Go ahead, Derek.
Just a quick question. May sound basic here. Where are you doing the voice from? I haven't done that.
You haven't done that before? So
No.
When I was putting together, if you actually end up going through my AI course, you'll notice the first 3 or 4 video episodes, I'm typing out everything, and it was such a pain. So I did a little bit of research. There is an extension that you can add to your browser. It's called Voice In. And so with this on, any browser that I go to, I can hit, I've got a key set up here that you can basically type on it and just do voice chat. And it does make it easier. Now, if you're using ChatGPT on your phone, they did activate voice talk to it. I don't know if you've seen that or not on the paid version. Now, I do have the paid version of ChatGPT, is $20 a month, but everything so far that I've shown you is the free version, but Voice In.
Thank you.
Yeah. Good question. Any other comments, questions right now? All right. So let's start talking about systems. So hopefully you've got a few ideas there on how to use it in your personal life and everything. I'm forever changed. Good. That's what I like to hear 20 minutes into to a class. All right. Systems. I am a systems person. And like I said, I'm very fortunate. The property management company, that's one of the reasons we grew so fast. We went from 30 properties to about 450. If I hadn't had systems, I would have gone completely crazy. So when I sold that company and I decided to start doing more into HOA business, the first thing that I thought of was I need systems. So I went and man, I wish I had this back starting the property management company. I went into ChatGPT and I'm like, all right, I'm going to start creating some systems and document it, writing it down. And that way I can train other people if need be. So this is exactly what I did. I'm going to start up a brand new HOA management company. I need systems to help me run it. Can you give me 10 steps that I need to do when I sign up a new community? Question mark. Enter. And just like that, it's giving me the framework that I can now follow to build out my systems when I sign up a new property. Okay. Huge time saver because some people have systems. Most people, especially agents, brokers, they have it floating around in their head. It will do you very well if you can get it in writing because now you can train people when you expand and grow. So let's see what it says here. So this is actually for starting up a new company, establishing the company, team building, community research, client acquisition. So let's look at number 8. Number 8, client acquisition sounds really good. Can you build me out a 10-step system just for that part? Question mark. And if you notice, I'm building out a system and part of a smaller part of it. So let's just see what it comes up with. Absolutely. Here's our 10-step client acquisition, market research, value proposition, networking. So it will build out the steps for that system. And this is exactly how I build out our system on onboarding a brand new community into our neighborhood. So let's look for real estate sales. Okay, let's do this one. I'm a real estate broker in the Myrtle Beach area. I work mostly with buyers. Can you create me a 10-step buyer system that I can use for all of my clients? Here we go. Certainly, here it is. Initial consultation, pre-approval, market research, property showings, offer strategy, negotiation, inspections, contract management, closing preparation, post-closing support. Pretty neat. Thoughts on that? And then you can go back to every one and make them your own. And so what I would do with this, I would start here. I would highlight to here, right click and hit copy. I would open up a blank Google document, paste it, and now we can build out our whole system. You can put in what you already have. You can do whatever you want on that spot. And guess what? You can do the same thing for a listing presentation. You could do the same thing. Do we have any brokers in charge? I think y'all are a broker in charge state, right? Okay. All right. I'm going to show you something in just a minute with the paid version. The brokers in charge is going to blow your mind. It blew your mind when I figured it out the first time. But do you see if you're just a broker, how you can do that and everything? Thoughts or comments on systems? All right. Let's go to one more system that's very important. Can you build me a 12-month marketing system to help me market my business? I'm a real estate broker in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. All right, 12-month marketing system. And just like that, there we go. Month 1 through 3, website enhancement, social media content. Month 4 through 6, month 7 through 9, and 10 through 12. So now we're going to build out the framework. This is what's going to hold your business up. Okay. It's probably not what's going to make it pretty and everything. That's the marketing side of things. This is the structure. Okay. Are you thinking other ways you could possibly use this on the system side? Okay. Y'all are going quiet on me now. Very useful. What's the difference between the paid version and the free version? Gene asked. The free version's very, very fast. As you notice, these are coming out really quick. The paid version is going to go into much more detail. And it can go a lot deeper. It can think a lot thorough about topics. And you can do plugins. Okay. I'll show you an example. Who's ever heard or uses a program called Canva? Canva. One of my favorite programs ever. Okay. So now Canva can use for building a business plan. Absolutely. Business plan. Very, very good. Canva is a graphic design software. It helps you do postcards and all. Well, guess what? With the paid version, it now integrates directly into ChatGPT. So if you have the paid version in Canva, check this out. So I'm going to switch to the paid version, number 4, and I want to use plugins. Okay, we're going to go to plugins. And right here are the plugins that I already have on. So right there is Canva. So check this out. I got Canva selected. I would like to make a social media post about a brand new listing that I'm putting on the market for sale. Can you give me some ideas for a postcard that I can send out? Question mark. And just like that, I did a search. It's going to take a little bit longer. The paid version takes a little bit longer because it's digging in deep, but you'll see it in just a second. It will switch and it will actually start scanning through. There it goes. It's going through Canva right now. And it is searching everything on Canva and is creating the postcards that would probably work best for my business. And then, so instead of having to go through Canva and sort it all right, here it comes, getting ready to tell me, hopefully. It's great when things work. Certainly, here are some options. And typically, it'll give me 6 or 7 options that I can use. Let me close out some of these tabs. I might be slowing down my internet here, what we've already talked about. All right, so here's a postcard. Hopefully, it's not overloading everything right now, but nothing like a technology course, and the technology doesn't work all the way. But normally, it's not this slow. They must be having a lot of traffic right now. But it'll actually put the templates in from Canva, and then you can just click that link and takes you directly into your Canva account, and you can start editing right on the spot. So you would start in ChatGPT. There it goes. Start in ChatGPT and then go directly into Canva and just edit it however you want to do it. Normally, it'll give me 7 or 8 of these. And if you want to use any of them, there's a link. There it is. There we go. Now it's speeding up. So I can go to View Template and check that out. Right there it is. And I do have a Canva class, but real quick, these are not my colors. So what I'm going to do is just click on it. I'm going to go here. I'm going to click this is my real estate colors here. I got my brand kit set up. This is not my color at all. Don't like that. Let's go with a dark. And just like that, change the text. I'm ready to post online. Okay, that's Canva. Thoughts or comments? That is an add-on that you can do in the paid version. See, it's still spitting out different options. There we go. Now it's
Now,
uploaded.
can the paid version working with Canva create various logos for you?
Yes. Yeah. Canva this last week, they launched their AI. So now AI is in Canva. You just tell Canva, I haven't used it very much, but you can go to basically just tell Canva whatever you want, and it will generate it for you. So it's kind of crazy. Here it is, Meet Magic Studio. So that could be a whole other course in itself. Now, I said brokers in charge. I've got something. Now, we dive in deep in the actual class how to do this. But with these add-ons, you can do all kinds of stuff in ChatGPT with the paid version. One of the things you can do is you can upload, you go to plugins, AI PDF. This is an extension in the paid version. What this allows you to do is it allows you to upload a PDF of anything, and then ChatGPT will scan it and learn from it. And then you can ask it questions about that document. And so I got to thinking one day, how could we use this? So sometimes I just sit around and think about this stuff because I'm a nerd. Does that make me a nerd? I think when I sit around thinking about this stuff. So I got to thinking. So in North Carolina, they have the Real Estate Commission in North Carolina has what's called the Broker in Charge Best Practice Guide. And it basically tells you I don't know if South Carolina has this, but it'll tell you what you should have in your office. Okay. Written policies. It won't really write the policies, but it'll tell you what you should have. So like for here, it'll tell you, this is like 24-page long PDF. So one of the things I thought, okay, safety procedures. If you look at this one and go down to page 11, it doesn't really tell you much about the written policy or anything. Let's see, where's it at? Safety, advertising, terms, safety procedures. So this section here, it tells you what should be in it, but that's about it. So I got to thinking, how cool would it be if I could just download this PDF, go back to ChatGPT and upload it and let AI learn from it, and then start asking questions based off that document. And so I show you in the class exactly how to do it. I can't go into full detail here. You upload the PDF. Once it does it, it'll say, you can ask it, do you understand the PDF I just sent you? Give me a summary. And AI will say, yes, That PDF is based off best practices from the North Carolina Real Estate Commission, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll say, great. Will you write me a whatever policy? I just start at the top here. Can you write me an orientation policy for new licensees based off the Real Estate Commission's guidelines? And with under 30 seconds, I have a policy based off the commission's guidelines, just like the commission wrote it for you. Let me see if I have it in here and I'll show it to you. Real estate marketing plan. I might not have it. Real estate quotes, proxy. You can, I'm going to see if we had it in here, but I might not. Attendance policy. Oh, and that's another thing too. If you ever need to send a letter or something to somebody, I needed an attendance policy for my board of directors. 2 seconds. I had a full attendance policy. Okay. But you can create real estate agent guide. Okay. So, but you can basically now have it create these courses and everything based off the actual information from the Real Estate Commission. Do you think that's pretty neat? What's your thoughts on that? Kind of an advanced feature, but it's like having the Real Estate Commission write your policies. And really all you got to do, and then when it's done, copy and paste it, edit it however you like. That's really good. Can you write me an employment contract? Yes, here it is. Good. Can you write me a license compliance and regulatory license requirements policy? And you do that in about 45 minutes, you could have a full company policy based off the guidelines from the commission. Thoughts, comments, questions on that? That is amazing. Wow. Good. Saves so much time and much better than I can do. Okay. So have I overloaded you yet? Good. I wanted to overload you right from the beginning. 1 to 2 things I want you to really think about on that. So, all right. So we talked about systems. Let's go into some marketing. The marketing's the fun part. If we're building a house, your systems are the foundation, the frames, what's going to hold your business up. The marketing is the exterior, the stuff that looks really pretty, what people see out there. Okay. So you can use ChatGPT for all kinds of marketing things. All right. So I'm going to go in here. This is the free version again. Let's do this. If any new brokers in here, new brokers. Okay. None. All right. All experience. All right. If I was a brand new broker, okay. Kelly waving her hands. Here's what I would do. I'm a new real estate broker in the Myrtle Beach, South Carolina area. I'm trying to find some good niches to get into in the real estate industry. Can you give me 5 to 10 real estate niches I can look at getting into? Question mark. When I talk with a lot of new agents, I tell them most people overlook how many niches we have in real estate. I don't know if y'all would agree with that or not. My niche starting out was in property management, residential property management. I got really good at that. And then I could expand my business. And I'm always a firm believer, if you can find a niche. So like down in your area, golf course properties, right? I could be known as the golf course property person. Condos. I've always said, if I live near the beach, I would be the second row beach guy. So find the good deals on the second row and be known for that, because that's going to help you market and compete with the big people, because you know a niche, you can laser focus marketing. So let's see what it says. 10 niches. All right. Vacation rental, luxury homes, condo sales, golf course properties, retirement, investment properties, beachfronts, commercial, real estate development, green sustainable homes. Okay. So if any of these things that I like, I know one broker whose specialty is vineyards in our area. How cool is that? You drink wine and look at nice pieces of land all the time. That's a pretty good deal, right? So here are some different niches. So now you can build off of that and say, great. That sounds great. My niche is going to be golf course properties. Can you show me 10 areas of how I can market to reach that specialty? Question mark. There we go. So now we're going to focus on golf course listings, golf course partnerships, social media campaigns, content marketing, email marketing, Google ads, attend golf events, local SEO, virtual tours, educational workshops. So, you know, content on how to, what's life on a golf course. All right. So there's some ideas. See how we're diving into that niche to kind of do our marketing and everything. So let's go here. Can you write me a blog post about what it's like to live on a golf course in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? Question mark. And just like that, certainly. There is our blog post writing out that we can now edit to however we want to do it. Okay. So that's one way of marketing. Think about your niche, build it out. Now, wouldn't it be cool? I'll show you another thing I kind of came across. Wouldn't it be cool if we could use our local MLS data and have ChatGPT tell us whatever we need to know about it, and then we can send it out to our clients? So check this out. So this is our local MLS here. We have a program that's part of ours. We use Matrix, and it allows us, loving this, thanks, Beth, that allows me, this is really cool. So you can go in, for us, check your MLS and see if you have it. But we have this program, part of our MLS called InfoSparks, okay? And this is really cool because it takes this data and it tells you what's going on in your market. So there's a thing there called Fast Stats. And I got to thinking, how cool would it be if I could pull this stats up? So this is my entire area, Triad MLS. Let's just break it down by my county. So I live here, Forsyth County. Here's our market update. Y'all have probably seen this before. Market update. So I'm going to go down here to the data. I'm just going to copy it all the way to the top. And I'm going to right click and hit copy. Right? Now, let's jump back to my little robot here, ChatGPT. See all my chats I've got going on here. And here's what I'm going to do. Can you take the following data from my local MLS and create me a newsletter that I can send out to my database, giving them an update on the real estate market in my area? Question mark. And I'm going to paste, copy, paste, enter. And now, just like that, local market update for August 2023. Greetings. I hope this newsletter finds you well. It's time for an update on the real estate market in Forsyth County of August of 2023. Check this out. This is the data directly from our MLS. There are 445 new listings. Is that right? Pull up my report. 445 new listings, down 19%. Down 19%. Okay? But I think we can do better than this. Tells it the whole thing. That's really good. But can you rewrite that so that an 8th grader can understand it? Also add some humor to it. Question mark. All right. So now, certainly, 8th grade level newsletter. Hey there. So you know how we talk about houses and stuff? Well, it's time for a quick update on the housing market. That's 19.7% less than last year. Fewer for sale signs in the neighborhood. Okay, so now it's broken. It's written it to a completely different level. So now you can make it really easy. Here's the cool thing. You can build off of this. So what do I mean by that? Here's our newsletter. Okay, let's do this. That's really good. Can you make me a YouTube script so I can make a YouTube video talking about it? Enter. Just like that. There's our YouTube script off the data from MLS. It tells you when to transition, when you're on camera, when you need to show the relevant data. What do you think with that? Pretty cool? Pretty cool? So once this is done, let's keep going. Let's keep going. That's really good. Can you make me an Instagram post that I can share about it? Check this out. Of course, here's your Instagram post with the icons already in it. Boom. Copy, paste it. You've got an Instagram post with hashtags. See that? See, you've already got the hashtags and all. Let's do one more thing. That is really good. Can you create me a letter that I can send out to my farm area? Question mark. Enter. And just like that, there's our letter. So we took one form of stats. We created a newsletter for our database, a YouTube video. We created a social media post, and now we've created a farm letter. in under a few minutes. What do you think? And then marketing will have your growth. Now they'll start working on the systems you created, which hopefully is going to increase your work-life balance. Thoughts, comments, questions? You see how I have to run through this pretty quick? Again, I put the link in here. If you like more of a deep dive and can go through your own pace, because I know it's fast, right? This is my AI course. With that coupon code, you do get $20 off the course. It's $225 originally, 4-hour course, and we actually help support your local association with that as well. So they will get a percentage of the sales as well if you're interested in a full in-depth AI course. Do you think this could help y'all's business? All right. Now, I'm happy to hang around for a little bit. Questions, comments, thoughts. Let me try to get through. OMG, this is better than great. Awesome. Very helpful. Thank you. Awesome. Awesome. Let's see. I used a free version last month and just tweaked it a little, saved me so much time and had great ideas. Good. Do we have some new ideas? Talk to me. Tell me your thoughts. What's your one takeaway?
Yeah,
Kathleen, what do you think?
You can unmute if you want to.
You can unmute. Let's talk.
Yeah, unmute.
All right. If we have time and Kathleen doesn't have to run out after all the questions, I can show you how to make a bunch of YouTube video shorts out of Canva. Do y'all want to see that? So, but let me make sure I don't have any questions from anybody. So thoughts, go ahead, Mary. I saw you unmuted.
Will that portion be on the video? I have to head out for a meeting at CCAR, but I would be very interested in that. Will that also, that part be on the video?
Absolutely.
Okay. I have to process all of this because I'm one of those people that knew it existed, but have, other than knowing it existed, all of this is brand new to me. So it's like thrilling and terrifying, and like I'm excited to start using it. And I realized that you can't not use it. Like I spent all day yesterday doing Canva for the month, and I thought I was doing a good thing, but it took me all day doing that myself. So this is amazing. I can't thank you enough.
Did I overload you?
Definitely, but it's a good thing. I'm going to process it, and then I'll give you some comments later on.
I love thoughts and feedback. The AI course that I put together is brand new, which is great because it'll probably be outdated tomorrow. I'm just kidding. The way this stuff changes so fast, right? But this is the foundation. If you can learn AI now, I really feel like in 5 or 6 years, you'll have a concept of how to work, just like the web browser and how that works. This is the biggest leveling tool that I have seen between small and medium-sized firms and large firms that has come along, because the large firms have content development. They have legal. They have all of that stuff. Small to medium, we don't. And so this is a leveling tool. I feel like this is why I get excited to bring it and show it to y'all. So also,
one thing that terrifies me is when you said, this is our travel agent. I know you have to use it, and not using it isn't an option, but there, people are going to be saying, how can I build a house without a builder? How can I buy a house without a realtor? And I know those are, the real person is still important, and these tools are to be used, but that's just the part that has kept me from even wanting to involve myself. But this has shown me that you can't just pretend like it doesn't exist.
You can't hide from it. And this reminds me a lot, going back to the 90s reference with the internet, how many people, if you remember all of that, said, there is no way I will pay bills online. That is not safe. And now look at how we're used to it. The people that are going to be left out are the ones that kind of stick their head in the sand. I mean, if somebody really wants to know how to buy a house, they can go to YouTube right now and watch 400 videos, and most of them is going to tell them the wrong thing. Absolutely. That tool is out there. But the agents that are really going to succeed are the ones that kind of take this and can incorporate it and provide a better level of service and better connections with their clients than ever before. So, I mean, I'm excited because I'm able to run out all new content that I'd have had trouble writing just a year and a half ago. So it's really cool. Go ahead, Beth. I saw you had a question.
Well, I just want to find out now, if we go ahead and purchase your class, will it include future updates for changes without extra charge?
Well, I don't know because it took a while to put this. Now, I will say I didn't even mention this. I do have a membership part on my website as well. It's like a yearly flat fee, and you get access into the all the courses that I do. And we have a monthly call with all of our members. And so it's right now about $550, $600 for the whole year. But you come in with a call with me every month, and we talk about this stuff and kind of unpack it. And then you get access to my Canva class, my Zip Forms, DocuSign, the AI course, all of that. So that is on that website link. You just click the link, real estate, right above. Make sure I shared the right link with y'all. Just above it, there's a spot that says membership, and you can click on it and it'll tell you about it. But we talk about the updates. The Canva thing I just learned like a day or two, so that's not in the class. I'll probably have to do that as an update to it. So good questions. What other questions y'all have? Renee, go ahead. I see your hands up. Or she waving to somebody else. Okay, gotcha. All right. No more questions. You want me to show you the Canva thing with the videos?
We did have a couple. Listen, were you using the paid version of ChatGPT with a paid Canva version? Is what Adam was asking.
Yes, I have both. Canva, I think, is what, $30 a month. One of the best deals on the internet. The ChatGPT is $20 a month. So it's still under $100. And I've got all those tools that connect and everything. So the paid version of Canva is worth it just for the brand kit. If you have a paid version of Canva, make sure you're using your brand kit, because that is such a time saver. Okay. That and being able to remove the background of any picture with a click of a button is worth the paid version in my book. And I'll show you what I mean by that. But the brand kit allows you to upload your brand. So here's my school, for example. I click on it. Here are all my logos. Here are my colors. Here are my fonts.
We're not seeing you.
Oh, okay. It would help if I shared my screen.
Gotta share. Yeah.
I share with everybody, but just not my screen sometimes. So if you go into Canva, especially if you had the paid version, you can go to brand. This is your brand kit. So I have a degree in marketing, Appalachian State, go Mountaineers. They lost last night, so I'm a little sad. Go to brand kit to scroll down your way. Logos, here are all my logos. Here are all my logo colors automatically. So you can have a consistent messaging in your marketing, which is crucial. I see so many people that have like different color blues in all of their marketing because they just click the blue button. So build out your brand kit. This is Reba Orange, our Real Estate Brokers Academy. That's our orange. So that way, whenever I make anything, I just click one button and the colors are all the same. That right there is worth the paid version for me, if you haven't seen it. But go CCU. Oh, come on, Beth. We were getting along so well. All right. So here's how you make. Here's how you make. First time y'all have ever beaten us. So anyway. All right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to make. I got logged out. Log in. Here we go. It might take me a second. Let me get logged back in here.
Mark, you mentioned that you do have a Canva class that can be purchased as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, on that link, that website. There's
The link that he provided, Stephanie, if you want to look there, he does have a Canva class that he can definitely.
Yeah, I get asked all these questions, and so then I'm like, okay, let's make a class out of it. So, all right. Thank you for that. All right, so let's go back up here. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to use the free version for this one. Can you make me a list of 25 motivational quotes about home buying? Motivational quotes about home buying. Home is where your story begins. A house is made of brick and beams. A home is built. Okay, so this would be pretty good for like shorts, like what we were talking about. Okay, let's see if I can make it do a table for me and not do all of that. So let's do this. That's really good. Can you put it in a table format with column 1 being the first part of the quote, column 2 being the second part of the quote, column 3, the person that said the quote? So we're getting this formatted right that makes it super easy. Okay, there's my table format. That's what it should look like. Column 1, home is where your story begins. Okay, so we can do it this way. I would usually like to split these up into part 1, part 2. You'll see why in a second. And then column 3. So let's say, so there's our quote. There is the person that said it. So let's do here. Can you add in column 3 good YouTube tags so I can upload these into YouTube for videos? Okay. There we go. Home buying, motivational quotes. There we go. So that's what we're wanting right there. So my camera reset. There we go. All right. So this is what we want right here. Home buying, timing, and all this stuff. Okay. So good. So we've now got our quote. We've got who said it. And then column 4, these are tags we're going to use when we upload them to YouTube. Okay. So now we're going to jump back into Canva. We're going to make YouTube shorts. So I'm going to go here, YouTube shorts. Just type that in. And it's going to give us the templates. Okay. So here we go. Let's just pick one because we're probably going to delete everything out anyway. All right. Customize this template. All right. I really want a blank one, but this is just as fast. And I'm doing this pretty quick just so y'all can kind of see how it works. Okay. So I don't want any of this. Don't want that. Don't want that. Blank. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to elements and I'm going to say video. Let's do motivation. Just type in motivation videos. Actually, let's do this. Real estate video. All right. Oh, here's a good one. Myrtle Beach area. Let's just drag this here and we're going to blow it up. Let's see. Right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to use that as a base. Okay. I only want this video to be 6 seconds long. So let's make it shorter. 6 seconds. Perfect. And now let's add a text. So we're going to add a heading, part 1. Enter. So I got part 1 here, very, very small. Don't know why it came in that small, but let's see if we can fix it. Maybe not. I put it in the wrong spot. All right, add a heading. Do it where you can actually reach it. Part 1. And we're going to make it bigger. Let's move it to 75. There we go. I can see it now. We're going to duplicate it. And we're going to do. You should be seeing it. Can y'all see it?
No.
Uh-oh. Everybody else can see it.
Yeah.
Did I lose you? Share screen, share one. There we go. Thumbs up if you can see it. We good? Okay.
Oh, yeah, we can see it.
Part 1. I'm going to call this part 2. Okay. So now we got this here. We got this here. What we're going to do, part 1, I'm just going to right click on it and I'm going to do show timing because I don't want it to be for, well, this one's going to be a little bit different. So we can do the full part here. And then part 2, if I split the quote up in 2, I would want the first half to show and then it fade away and the second part show. This one's a little bit different. So on this one, we can just say for part 2 timing, I only want it to show towards the end. So it's going to be something like that. Okay. Now, of course, you can't really see it because it's black. Let's make it white. There we go. You can see it better now. White, white. Okay. Part 1, part 2. So now here's the cool part. We are going to bring in our data. So we're going to go to apps and type in bulk or create. Okay. So here we go. Bulk create. We want to enter the data manually and check this out. So now it's like, okay, where's the data coming from? It's going to come from right here. So I'm going to go here and just highlight the whole thing. Right click, hit copy, go back to Canva, go to the very top, right click and hit paste. Check that out. Okay. Column 1, column 2, column 4. We don't need to use about column 4. We're only right now looking at this 2 part. We're going to hit done. All right. So now we just need to link it all up. So column 1 is right here. I'm going to click the dots here, connect it to data, column 1, connected. Part 2, right click, connect to data, column 2. So now what'll happen is it should look something like this. Quote 1, that was the very beginning. And these are just shorts. Column 1, the quote, who said it. All right, and then you could put your branding on there. Probably put, let's do that. So I can go to brand kit. I want Saunders Realty, which I think is in this folder. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so that looks pretty good. If we wanted to add music, we could add music there. Let's see if we can do that. I normally don't add music to these, but let's see. Nope, don't want that. Anyway, just for the time, audio. Let's see if we can find one real quick. Like, we don't want that. I don't know. Anyway, you get the idea. You can drop an audio in there if you want to. So once we have this set the way we want it, looks pretty cool. We're going to go up to share. You're going to go to download, and you want to save settings. Let's see here. Share, download, and there's a button that will say, I'm sorry, I skipped a step. I'm trying to do this real time. It's to be a blast sometimes. Bulk and layer, bulk comment. Where'd my thing go? Right click, align to page. But elements, bulk. There we go. There we go. Enter data. Data's already there. Paste. Done. There we go. Continue. I skipped a step. So my bad. Column 1. Once you've linked these two together, continue. Here we go. Here's what we're going to apply. Generate. And just like that, it'll generate 24 pieces of content with your quotes. And when you hit play, you can see a sample of them. And then who said it. Music carried over. See how you just made all those? Probably would take out the audio. Not a fan of the audio. But once you have them the way you want them, you can see them all right here. Go to share, download. Download all pages as separate files. Download. And then when it's all done, you just downloaded 24 full videos that you can upload into YouTube as shorts. Okay. And when you upload them into shorts, go back to your chart. Here are the tags you want to include with it. Home reflection, lifestyle choices, home values, creating memories, joyful home, and all of that. So you just created a full month of videos, and it took me longer because I skipped one step. Thoughts, comments, questions? Too much? Yep, so there they are. It looks like they're still downloading. Let me see if they've downloaded yet. There it went. And they're all in the file now to be uploaded. What do you think? Is that pretty neat? Bulk comment. And so I've got a folder now on my desktop that is the full 25 folders, or 25 files to upload to YouTube.
Mark, do you have a preference on download file size, speed when it comes to these shorts? Or
HD 720 or 1080, you'll be fine. That's what it's going to pull. YouTube is going to notice that. I'm looking at download to see. Yeah, so when you go into settings in Canva, you can choose what you want. Right?
Yeah,
Basic.
Always torn on to what size to, is best.
I would do 1080. 1080 now is pretty much standard everywhere. You can do 4K. See, it's download. There it went. You can do, I think, up to 4K on some of this stuff. There's 10. 4K. YouTube will actually push it a little higher if it does think it's 4K format. You might get some more views off that. But I usually use 1080. But
noticed whenever you like do things on Facebook, sometimes it'll say the file's too big, stuff like that. So
Yeah. I think YouTube is set now for 4K. If not, just do 1080. 4K could take you a while to download and everything. So where is the bulk? What do you mean, where's the bulk, Kelly? This is my folder on my desktop now. And every one of them is their own separate video. Like I said, that music might be playing. This is the one I did last time. This is an example of what I did if I split the thing in two. Split the quote, it would look like that. So the road to success and the road to failure are almost exactly the same. Almost exactly the same. There you go. So you can split the quotes up and have it. And then the cool thing is it's like 6 seconds. People are more likely to go back and rewatch it. But that's exactly what it turns out to. Success is not the key to happiness. The greater your feel is when you achieve it. Okay. So you can make these short little quotes, but use this however you want. You could do that with like stats from your market or whatever you want to do. So. All right. Did I lose you on that? Sorry, I missed one
Kelly
step.
said you clicked on something that said bulk within Canva.
Bulk within Canva.
Yeah, bulk.
Probably the share. Download. If you're doing it this way, it's very, very important. You want these as separate folders. Share, download, make sure you click download as a separate file. You don't want them as all one file, okay? Be sure you do that. The way you get the data in, I think that's where it was. You go to apps and go to bulk. It's like bulk create. Bulk create is the app itself. Okay, so that's probably what you're talking about. And then this is how you put the data in. So ChatGPT creates it in a table format, and then you can just paste it in right here. Makes me happy when people don't want to leave a class. Normally, y'all try to get out.
I think we've lost about 5 maybe out of everybody that attended. So you guys, please continue to put in your comments on Mark and thanking him for his time and overtime today of presenting you with information. Please make sure you look in the chat box and grab his link out of there for his trainings, as well as the AI one that CCAR will get a little kickback from if you were to purchase it. He's giving you a ton of information today, but just remember that he's giving you a ton, but it's 4 hours for that course. So imagine how in-depth it's going to take you and going to go. So like I said, please let him know how great he did. And we've had Mark for a year now teaching our property managers, but we will have him moving into 2024, doing some other things as well. Thank you, Kelly. She said it was a fantastic class. She's really excited to get started and she learned so much today. So thanks for your time, Mark.
Thank y'all.
Everybody. Like I said, we look forward to hopefully seeing you at our fall conference and expo, October 24th at the Marriott Resort at Grand Dunes. And this class, again, was recorded. So we do have it on recording and the extra time. We recorded that as well. So once that is all uploaded, I will shoot it over to you and you'll have it to reference back to. So Mark, you are amazing. Thanks again.
I just went in to sign up. And the CCAR code, was it CCAR all caps?
Yeah, CCAR. You go to buy, set up an account, and then it'll say promo code, and that's where you'll get the discount.
It said it was invalid.
Okay, hold on one second. Let me check. Because I set that all up this morning and everything. Y'all should be good to go.
Well, if anybody has to leave, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Y'all have a great day.
Thanks, y'all. Shoot me. Yep, I'll double check on that. You should be good. Beth, shoot me an email if you need to. I can at srealtynow.com. There is my email, but I am looking at them. Y'all are the first one we've rolled this out on, so I was hoping there'd be no glitches. There you go.
Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and pay for it, and you can deal with it after that.
We'll fix it. Oh, I'll fix it up. CCAR. Yeah, should be promo code. There's 25 of them available, so you should be good to go on that.
Right,
Weird.
You're welcome.
Yeah, have a great day, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.